Good evening, guys. This is part 3 of What Color Is That Pigeon? Today we're going to look at some blue check selfs. This front guy is what we would call a blue open check. This is when we're talking about dominance of genes. Remember, we talked about the blue bars being the wild type and everything in genetics is based on. This is the next step up in dominance. This is the standard checker gene. You see it commonly in racing homers, common pigeons, most breeds, very, very common. You can see this defined checker pattern. You can see the defined checker pattern in the windshield. If we can get him to turn. You can see the black checkering, which are the spread areas. And they differ only from a blue bar in the sense that instead of having the bars, you have the checks. When we're talking genetically, this is dominant to blue bar. This is the next step up. So if you breed a blue check to a blue bar, chances are the young birds are going to be blue checks. Unless this bird like this is carrying bar, which this one actually is. He does have a blue bar parent, so he will carry bar, but generally it's always dominant, and depending on whether a bird is homozygous for checker or heterozygous for checker, it's dominant. So the other bird, we have one of the roller cocks from the leftover kit here. He is a dark checker, or what many racing homer fanciers call a black velvet, is a common name used in racing homers, but he's actually a T-pattern check. So this is another variation of checker. So in the scale of dominance, the T-pattern, or the dark check, is dominant to the normal blue checker. We'll call him an open blue check, is what we'll call him. That's a common terminology. So needless to say, when we're talking dominance, we have bar as the wild type, then the blue check, then the T check, or velvet, or dark check. Some people call them black checks. They're not really black. They're technically a blue pigeon without spread, therefore they're not black. But needless to say, these two colors are very, very common in rovers and racing homers and a lot of other breeds. So as we talk steps of dominance, we're going from this up to this in dominance in relation to the blue bar. And other than the pattern, genetically they're identical to a blue bar. They just have a different pattern gene. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Be sure to tune in next time. Hey, keep them flying out there.